going on, gamers? The Red Dragon here, and we are taking a look at From Dust. This is the map Emergence, and I know somebody was complaining in one of the videos that I fast forwarded in parts, and they're really gonna hate this video because the entire video is fast forwarded. But the reason it is because if I played it out regular, you would be bored completely to death. Trust me. This map, it's kind of strange. It's almost like it doesn't fit with what we've been dealing with because it's so easy. I don't think anybody's going to really have any trouble with this. But really all I'm doing is there's this volcano, of course, starting out right beside us. And the totem pole is on that other side, so we have to use the sand from the volcano to go ahead and build us a bridge, and also go ahead and fill out the area around the totem pole before it will allow us to go ahead and go capture that. So that's what I'm doing right now, and just a ton of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's why I'm fast forwarding all this. I am using the lava to try to maximize the width on the bridge because what's going to happen is eventually some tsunamis will come in, and you know they do wear and tear on the land masses. You'll see now, while they're going to that first totem pole, and I've got their bridge so they'll go across, I'm starting to work on this thing over here that's also close to where we originally spawned. And what that is the key for the water to keep the tsunamis away from the villages. So once you have your landmass, you've got your guys going to your first base, and you will have to send them to the totem pole first because you can't capture any of these relics or keystones, whatever they're called, until you capture your first village. So that's what I'm doing there. I went on ahead and made the bridge over there to that keystone, and I'm sending a person over there. You'll see them walking on over there. And so once they get back, all my villages that I've got, they're going to be completely safe from any tsunamis. And here I am, I'm going ahead and moving forward with this next totem pole that's in line. And once you get that village, you can use Amplify, which will, you know, allow you to bring more over. But even using that, it was a long process. This game took about 20 minutes to completely play out, and I've got it, I think, down to you in about 10 minutes. So it's about twice as fast as what was going on, and it's not going to get much more exciting than this, guys. I apologize. Over here, there is the fire keystone, and I am going ahead and building a land bridge out to it. So as soon as I am able to capture this Jellify totem pole, then I'll go ahead and also send somebody to go get that fire one. But I did not at any point during this gameplay encounter any fires. I'm not saying it won't happen, because I guess if you played long enough, then you would see that that volcano is growing increasingly larger. So that eventually will come in contact with some type of landmass. I've got a lot of people on my friends list who have picked this up, and they're absolutely loving it. So if you have any questions about whatsoever, somebody asked me, should I pick this game up? Well, I don't know. You've been watching all my videos. You should know whether or not this looks like a game that would entertain you or be fun. But a lot of my friends on my friends list, they were talking about how they're having a hard time beating the levels just because they spend so much time inside the levels kind of going over everything and manipulating stuff and using it almost just like a big sandbox and making their own world, which is completely cool, and I completely understand that. One nice thing is, if you haven't got this yet, or if you're waiting for it on the PC or the PlayStation, you can go back at any time and enter any of these levels that we've previously played, and what it'll do is it'll actually... Oh, here we go. Here's the first tsunami coming in. And you'll see that we had plenty of time before that first one arrived. So that's why I'm just sitting here right now. There ain't much to do except sit there and watch it hit. But what I was going to say is you can go back and play any of these levels. at any time. So it isn't like you have to keep going forward to the mission that's next. I really like that setup because it gives you a lot of versatility, and you can go back, and if you didn't get 100% vegetation on some of them, you actually, when you first enter the map, you are stuck at the end of the level. So it's like right before you enter the last exit. So actually, you can go back and easily get 100% vegetation on just about any map you want to, or go capture those stones that you want. The game was set up super easy to go back without having to completely redo everything. But if you want to go back and redo everything, you just press start and hit restart the map, and you'll start back over with a clean slate. But you don't lose any of your other levels that you've played. So I really like that aspect. So here we are, that tidal wave has come through and left. So I'm going ahead and building the landmass for this last totem pole over here. And we've already got it set up enough where they can cross over. And I am going ahead and dumping sand on everything to go ahead and get a head start on the vegetation. So I want it to grow because I do want to get 100% vegetation. And as you see right now, the vegetation bar is really low, but that's going to all change. And also this last totem pole that we're going after, oh, check this out. Did you see that right over there? Well, hang on, after I get through dumping lava on people. Thankfully, that didn't seem to bother them. You know, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. But check this out. There's a relic right there. So under that bridge, you'll want to be sure that you pop that up. It's hidden under the water, so you have to be really careful. And I was kind of going around looking at everything because I just kind of had an idea that something would be hidden down there. So hopefully those of you who stuck around and you watched this video, you're like, all right, you get the relic, and everybody else who turned it off who thought it was super easy. They probably missed it, and they're like, what happened? When they don't get their achievement at the end of the game. So, let's see, what else can we talk about? This game is just awesome. I'm having a blast with it. If you're wondering about how far we are away, let me turn on my controller and just look real quick. I think we have a few more to go. Not quite sure. It'll take a moment for it to go. Oh, no, it won't. We, let's see, after this map, we've only got 2 more, guys. 2 more videos for the campaign. But the good thing is, after the campaign, we've got challenge modes that we can do. So I'm still going to be bringing you that. Check that out. The tidal wave was coming in. My guys were headed over to the last thing. To save them some time, I used the Jellify power. And that, that gives me a full minute, which is plenty of time for the water dude to get over there to save that last totem pole. You'll see right there, you see the umbrellas flying up. So they're both secure. That tidal wave ain't going to do nothing to any of these people. Jellify is great. And watch what happens whenever I undo Jellify. The tidal wave just falls. And it's like it didn't even happen. It didn't even go and try to swallow up the rest of the land. So I wish I would have known that early on, because I think you probably could have used that to almost stop tidal waves in their tracks. Or maybe it only, does that on this level. I don't know. But that definitely worked. Undoing Jellify, the tidal wave just fell out. And without that momentum, without that wall pushing in, no trouble whatsoever. Now we've got the Infinite Earth totem poles, so I'm going ahead and dumping out all this sand, and you'll see me dumping sand everywhere. And all I'm doing for that reason is just trying to get that vegetation growing, so we can get 100%. You see already our bar is halfway up. We've got a big mass just about everywhere you look, especially over here in this area. So it's not going to take long before that fills completely up. And I've already told my guys to head on over to the end base, so they're there, so all I have to do is press A once I have 100% vegetation. So I really like this game. It doesn't pressure you to finish at any certain time. It's like you just finish whenever you're ready to finish. And we are about ready to finish now, because that's looking very pretty. And we've got all the palms all across the land, so we're ready to go ahead and head on home and head on over to the next installment of From Dust. I appreciate you watching, guys. Comment, like, subscribe.